guys, lighting yampeta, ne? Like lighting yampeta. Like I don't know how to do this. I'm using natural light because I don't have any ring lights. I don't even know where is our ring light. My sister used to have a ring light when she used to be like an upcoming, a very committed content creator, but she stopped. So now I don't know where is her ring light. It is your girl, the lazy aunt. And Mamela, we're on the road. We are back with another video. And this one is gonna be a very unpopular video because it's on my series of quiet chaos, and those are my intruding thoughts at 2 a.m. at 4 a.m. in the middle of the night when I can't sleep because aunt is very stressed out currently in life, but we'll talk about that some other time. I am obviously having a brew. I'm having coffee. I actually should be having wine, because the things that I'm going through right now, that washing that I was telling you about in one of the videos, I got spin, I got rinse. It's still doing the final washes. I feel like tumble dry. I can figure up. But God is showing up, guys. Like, okay, we are not here for my personal life. I don't know. Cheers to the coffee makers. Cape Town is raining. The weather is very beautiful, but also I'm struggling with lighting. So let's get to the story. The reason why I wanted to do the story is because I was triggered by a comment on one of the ladies that I watch from Gozi columns and stuff. I don't think I'm a subscriber, but I'm a silent viewer, right? And she said something that made me concerned as an auntie of this country. And I wanted to find out how many people actually think like her, because I felt like that mindset was very wrong, especially with her amount of followers. I'm not going to name and shame anybody, but it is what it is. Anyway, I'm going to talk about Bonko Koza. I'm reading because I've got an anti-brains. I'm going to talk about Bonko Koza and Nirvana Selekum. They had acted in the Red Ink series, which was showing on Showmax and it's currently should be on DSTV. I'm gonna do a quick breakdown because I know I've got friends that are like regulars in my channel that will probably not know anything about the story. Onibara came through and accused Ubonga of SA during the shoot of Red Ink, which was shot I think in 2004, 2002 or 2004. Sorry, I didn't check that fact. I don't know why I didn't check it, but I didn't check it. However, I want you to understand the series, right? Before I can get to where I want to get, I want you to understand what was the series about. The writer or the producer of the series is Angela Makholwa. Angela Makholwa was a journalist. Her character in the series is played by an amazing actor. I'm going to put her picture here, which is Ngobile Khumalo, right? Angela visited notorious serial killer Moses Sithole. Let's go to Moses Sithole. There's a lot of characters that I want you to bring to the story and why I'm here with my thoughts. I don't have very normal thoughts. And I think also that stems from the fact that I watch a whole lot of, I consume a lot of criminal documentaries. So my brains have kind of like shifted. When I lost my sister, I started consuming quite a lot of this murder documentaries because I felt like the police are missing something. Maybe if I watch all of these things, I will find something that I can relate to my sister and the person that murdered my sister could be found. And that has never happened. 16 years later, 10 years later, 10 years later, 11 years later, she's still, the murderer is still not found. But we are not there. We are not here for my personal stuff. But I wanted to bring you to it. So my lenses, when I thought of Moses Sithole, is the motivator of this series or the book being written, I immediately thought violence, murder, RA, I immediately thought of the most darkest, brutal things that you can think of in a series. You know, that's where my thoughts went. Moses Sotole was a notorious serial killer, a rapist, and an abuser. I don't know if I could say this words on YouTube, but let's try. They will flag them, they'll block the video, we'll redo it. I don't know. This is my first video where I'm doing such things. Moses Sotole did this thing. There's some reports say between 1987, but he became rampant between 1994 to 1995, and he killed. It's not alleged anymore because, oh guys, somebody said I must put a disclaimer. All this information I got on the internet, go read, enlighten yourself, find your own details. I'm not here to change your opinion, but I'm here to enlighten your opinion, and, you know, kind of like want to have a different look when these things do happen. Like, we shouldn't always jump, we should analyze. Ne? Sharp. So Moses Sotole was in jail in Joburg, Pretoria, Tshwane, I think. And then Angela went to visit him because he wanted to write a story about him. Apparently she had initially written a letter to him and he ignored her, but a few years later he came back and says, can you write a story about me? And Angela went to write a story about him, like do the interviews with him in jail. If you watch the series, you will see where Ngobile is doing all of that, with those jail visits and stuff, right? And then Ngobile immediately realizes, so this is Angela and Ngobile, right? They immediately realizes that Moses is playing games with them. They pull back and she goes on with her life. But a few years later, she's like, oh my God, I have all of this information, so I can either write about them or put them into a book, which she decided to do. That is how the red ink came in. But if someone says to you, in a normal world, Moses Sotole killed 37 women, at least 37 women, that were accounted for. Raped, 4 rape allegations or 4 RA allegations and 1 abuse. And the number has not been confirmed truly, because he's been cocky and saying there could have been more, there could have been less, you know. So you can imagine the brutality that's gonna come with what Moses was doing. He even killed a toddler, guys, a toddler in the midst. So you can even imagine what an evil person we're talking about. So think of Moses Sotole and think of how Bonko has to put that into acting, the brutality, the sheer violence that has to go through that, and what does that look like in an acting format, like, you know. So Nirvana came through and says in her, Nirvana only appears in 1 series. In that 1 short series, Bonko was supposed to throw her on top of the boot, strangle her, and according to her, they were supposed to blur the rest of the part out and she would appear screaming. However, in that moment, she felt violated. And I respect that, because you can't tell me how I'm supposed to feel when you do things to me. But then this took me back to the production. When Angela and the team decided to do this thing, did they cancel or thoroughly talk about the characters that are going to take place, the violence? Guys, think of a series or think of a movie when somebody's saying, cut, play, cut, play, cut, and the action needs to be redone, and you want to do it better. Like, immediately when someone says, cut, Bonko, you're not violent enough. In this series, he is playing Napoleon. You're not violent enough, and he needs to do it again, and he needs to do it again. And now everything is all said and done. The series was done, and she felt violated. I respect that. I genuinely respect that. But I respect that with the light of what the series was about, right? And I feel like with this particular one, it's not an obvious SA, it's a acting SA. The second part that I want to talk about is the production. when the allegations came out, I was expecting the production to come out and say, yeah, this is what we were expecting of Bonga to do. Oh no, Bonga crossed the line. Oh no, we are doing this thing. And what happened after Nirvana? Because Nirvana said I immediately went to report it. What happened after was the counseling provided. Some of these things are brutal, guys. Some of these things that are done to people are brutal, and turning them into acting, it can be too much. Are these people prepped? Like, did she know what type of violence was she going to be acting at? Were measures taken after all of these things were said and done? Even if she didn't come through and divorce, even if she didn't come through, I said divorce, guys, you're hard. Even if she didn't come through and complain, but was the counseling provided to her? Because she's not a victim of being S8 before, but she needs to now act it out. So clearly that's going to trigger some emotions. That's going to trigger some things that she never felt. I am I don't want to call myself a victim, but I want to call myself survival of being S8, and I know exactly how it feels. And mine was an obvious SA, guys. It was not like by the way. Ne? Everybody keeps on saying there were 12 people in production. They can prove that I did not S8 this person, you know? And I think how I feel when an incident happened has nothing to do with the second person sitting next to me. Has absolutely nothing to do with the second person sitting next to me. It's me that's feeling how I'm feeling, and you cannot justify it by saying there was a production team, there was a lighting team, there was this team, there was this team. However, I want to talk about what happened after everything was all said and done. She's feeling violated. Was she prepped enough for the type of violent acting she was going to be doing? The violent acting she needs to expect, and what trauma or what uncomfortability-ness this would have brought to the table. She's a young upcoming actor. She's beautiful. She's a good actor, and I'm thinking again at the back of my head, was necessary things questioned? Because she says my dress was too short when she flipped me. My dress went up. What were these things discussed, guys? Or we just thought that acting up a very, very violent act was just going to be a walk in the park, right? And on that, obviously, I blame the production team, because I feel like they knew what they wanted to see. And guys, that series is beautiful, according to me. Don't complain. It's beautiful. And I felt like a lot could have been done to make all parties better. Why am I here? The lady that I was watching doing an update, because obviously Nirvana accused Kosa, came with screenshots, her complaining, her logging this request, and of course I came back and said, no, this has been investigated multiple times. The police even looked at it and there was no case, and I'm going to take this matter legally, because obviously Nirvana felt like she was not being heard, and then she came into the public platform to come and let social media to do the justice. And when I came and I looked at this, I felt like both peoples were victim. Mamela, guys, I as a rape victim or as an S8 victim, I don't know what does SA stand for. Gotta get to South Africa, because I need to learn these YouTube terms. Because what do you mean I'm struggling so much? Oh yeah, SA, sexually assault. As an SA victim, I completely understand that everybody is innocent until proven guilty. And I felt like we are the country that's unaliving people's careers, people's families, people's reputations without looking at the facts, right? This lady said, verbatim, I know Bongo issued out a statement saying that this has been investigated. She didn't even take the time to read Bongo's statement. And she's like, I stand by Nirvana. Nirvana. Yeah, I stand by Nirvana, and I don't care who says what. And if should it come out that Bonko is not at fault, I'll come back and sit here and say I'm sorry. At the moment, I don't care. I was flabbergasted by that statement, because what do you mean? If it was your brother, if it was your uncle, were you gonna give it the same energy? Bonko has a family. Bongo has kids. I'm not justifying anything that has happened, but I'm like, can we be the country that looks at the facts first before we start analyzing people? When Nirvana came out, she said, I am even analyzing my career because I know you guys are going to analyze it for me before I even do it for myself. And guys, she's an amazing actor, so we're losing her. Ubongo might not even get contracts going forward, because her characters that was introduced to us from the wife to here has always been the violent type. So are we now gonna be saying, oh, because it's a violent type actor, she's not gonna get gigs because she doesn't know how, he doesn't know how to draw the line? When is us not taking sides will come into the picture? I know I'm asking the impossible, but just sit down and just think about it. I hope one or two people that are going to be looking at this video will literally have a different opinion on how they deal with these things. There's a lot of men that are stuck in jail because of wrongly being accused of rape. And I feel like we are at the point where everybody keeps on saying, oh, the law doesn't care about women. The law doesn't care about men. The law doesn't care about this. They are protecting this person. And now there are two camps. Bongo's camps and Nirvana's camp. When we are supposed to be one nation and trying to get a solution to this. Guys, we can support people. We can show so much love to people based on facts. I feel like we are a country that is like, whether you are right or wrong, we will support you. Look at Sjava. Somebody milked Sjava's career. Ladies Ama milked his career. And yes, he's trying to rise, but it's not the same. It is not the same. Look at her career. Because we always want to react, analyze people's career, unfollow people, cancel. This cancel culture. I don't like that. I don't like that culture, because I feel like I could just stand up one day and say somebody did something to me and people will follow me without even looking at the facts. Yes, we live in an unfair country where women are raped and brutalized and killed, and no one is taking out 99% of the time, no one is taking accountability for that. And everybody's bribing everybody, and everybody's getting out of things, and everybody's doing this and everybody's doing that. But are we not adding on to the commotion by the way we do things? That is my 2 cents. That is a very, very sad story for me. There's not been a proper resolution for it. And Ubonga came back and said, Nirvana has been doing this. So I assume she has accused other people of similar things. And I had to think about it, because she didn't come back. I didn't see anything. I don't want to say she didn't come back. I didn't see anything where she came back and debunked the whole myths, right? Guys, this is sad. Like, I'm very, very sad. And I feel like as a country, we need to do better. Because South Africa is losing 2 amazing actors. And I know it's a loss, because I know how we are as a country. I know how we kill people's career just because we want to show solidarity. Solidarity also means the truth. Solidarity also means sitting down and looking at the facts. I am an SA victim. But I'm not going to blindly support someone who's going to come through and say, I've been S8. And with this one in particular, it should be treated with tender hands, because it was on set. It was not like I forced myself on you physically, right? My coffee is getting cold now. It's not like I literally forced myself on you physically and I did this. Guys, share your opinions. I feel like we could do better as a country. I feel like Nirvana has the right to come and report such instances without her losing her career. I feel like Bongo has the right to defend himself until proven innocent without her losing her career, without him losing his reputation. Because we are such a judgmental country that things are just happening and people are falling off the wagon. He's a father. He's a husband. And the other one is a young, upcoming, beautiful star. And I know we are losing both of them because we just want to take sides. There are people that are coming up strong and they're saying we are supporting Bonko. And I'm thinking to myself, why are we having two camps on such a delicate situation? This is brutal, guys. This is sad. South Africa is going through this on a daily basis. Instead of us coming together and fighting this, we are building camps. We have two camps. Yeah. This hit home, and it hit home very hard and very sad. And I feel like sometimes we just need to take a minute and just think about our decisions and things that we say. You are a my book fell and it did a number on oh Betuna. It's my emotions getting all over the place. We are a nation that can stand together when it needs to, that can fight when it needs to, and I feel like we need to do that instead of us being all over the place, as unaliving people, as we need to stop this unfollowing culture. Because these people still need to put food on the table. Right! Anyway, enough with the sad news. Please, make it a habit to leave a comment so that I know what you think. Especially on this one. You are more than welcome to tell me that I'm talking crap. These are my thoughts at 2 a.m. at night when I can't sleep because I'm stressed out. Hello, Tandazelin. Okay, so I'm going through so much. But we are here. So please leave a comment, a like, and subscribe. And whatever comment, guys, YouTube gives you these two options, thumbs up and thumbs down. If you don't like what I'm saying, thumbs up, but make a reaction so that YouTube can see that you love the content that I'm bringing up. Or if you don't like the content, but you love me, your lazy ant, and they can suggest this content to other people. If you share it, they can suggest it to other people. If it's not informative, tell me on the comment section that I'm talking crap. Respect me though. Tell me in the comment section that I'm talking crap, or tell me how we can build a better South Africa. Not only for us, because tonight is our auntie, but for our kids. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you. God loves you. And happy weekend. Bye.
Okay, let's go.